Hello, this is Jacqueline, Jacqueline's Beauty. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you tuning in. Today I'm just going to go into a little bit more detail about this new way of life for me. About 4 months ago, I think it was, I gave up carbs and sugar. So I became low carb, no carb, sugar free, or low sugar. So what started this is that my sugar levels were a little high, and I was like, oh no. They said, okay, you need to stay away from carbs, stay away from sugar. And honey, you ain't got to tell me twice. So I said, okay, let me figure out exactly what I'm going to do. We have to go to a lot of receptions. We're constantly at events, so I'm not really able to control what I eat because I'm not eating at home. So I decided, okay, this is it. I started reading labels. The first thing I did, I was looking at all the labels in the house, the things that I consume. One was silk soy milk. I've been drinking that for probably about 15 years now, easily, or at least 10. And I looked on there, and sure enough, there was sugar in the milk. I'm like, why the fuck is there sugar in the milk? So hadn't looked at the label ever in my life for milk. So I decided, okay, so I went online, started doing a little research, and I realized, okay, there is a soy milk that's unsweetened. Got that, ordered it online. So now I drink that. I don't drink milk often, but you know, when I'm having something like some granola or something like that that I make now, I don't eat just any granola. I wanted to have a little bit of milk. And then also with cooking and things like that, I also bought a series of products. I got them on Amazon. I started looking and I found this lady. I was like, oh, okay, it's more people than I thought doing low or no carbs and no sugar. So I found this lady. Her name is sugarfreemom.com. So I started using and trying some of her recipes, which were quite nice. And then one I tried, and then another thing I found out about through this whole evolution, I found out about keto, Keto. And sure enough, there's a world out there that I was unaware of. And I was like, please, okay, where the hell I've been? So obviously I wasn't in tune with the right things. So now my focus is health, staying in shape, eating right, and this is a lifestyle change for me. I'm not going to go back to carbs and sugar. I really didn't need all that processed food. I would just pick up a candy, eat a cookie, have a piece of cake or whatever. And I found that, what I put in my body is what I'm going to get out. And I wasn't feeling well. I had gained weight, and I thought, what am I doing? I'm not eating anything really different. So by changing my whole eating habits, I'm a whole new person. I have a lot more energy, and it's great. A couple of things about some of the recipes that I've tried for dessert. I found that it really didn't work well for me. There was this one that was called, I think, Kentucky cream pound cake. So I tried that. That came out okay. It was a little dense because I had to use, almond flour, coconut flour, and the likes. And I used the stevia, swerve granular for the sugar content. And like I said, it came out good. The cake was beautiful, but it was so dense. And I had maybe 2 slices, and I thought, this is heavy, and I don't want anything heavy. I want to eat more light and things that don't weigh me down. So I scrapped that. And then I saw on this site, it's kind of the keto diet. So I went and I tried a different dessert because I don't need bread. I didn't really need pasta. I'm not big on that, so much the carbs. But I did like a cookie every now and then and a slice of cake. But now I'm like, okay, that's it, done. So I tried these peanut butter cookies. And this lady, she was, has a lot on her site. And so you put peanut butter. I used Justin's unsweetened peanut butter. And she said put in cream cheese, 1 egg, and about 2.5 teaspoons of the stevia liquid. So I did all that, and some vanilla. I did all that, made it, and I tell you, I looked in the oven after a while, and the cookies were like boiling as they were baking, and I was like, what the hell is this about? And I said, this could not be good. So anyways, I let it do like 12 to 14 minutes, and then at that point, I took it out, I put it on my cookie rack. And the smell, it smelled like peanut butter for sure, but there was a different aroma to it. So then I said, okay, let me take a bite of these. It was about 12 to 14 cookies. I said, let me take a bite of these before my husband comes home and just grabs one and eats it. So I wanted to know how it tastes first. And he loves peanut butter cookies. So I said, okay, let me just be cautious and taste it. I bit into it, and I kid you not, it was horrible. It was horrible. I don't even know, I can't even describe the exact flavor. But it was a flavor I didn't want in my mouth. So I spit it out. I threw all the cookies out. And so I think for me, trying to find a sugar option, I haven't found one yet that's really not too tart, not too bitter, and doesn't have an aftertaste where I want to bake with. So if you guys have any ideas or suggestions, please let me know. Because I'd like to try some other things, but right now I've just tabled it. I'm like, I don't have time for this, and I'm wasting product, and that shit is not cheap. The almond flour, everything is like $15. The coconut flour, the different things that I'm using now that are low carb or no carb and no flour and no processed. Oh my God, it's kind of crazy. So I'm sticking to what I'm going to do for like kind of my sweet tooth. I've been eating blueberries, and that's what my nutritionist said would be good for me. So my nuts of choice are walnuts. I still eat a little bit of the almonds and some other nuts, but definitely smaller portions. And I focus more on portion size, as I said in my last video, I believe. I'm not trying to overeat. I'm barely eating, but I'm eating better because I'm having my protein. I'm having lots of salad and fruits. I'm sorry, salad and vegetables. I really don't eat fruit anymore unless it's like blueberries, strawberry, and raspberry. So when I'm out and I'll say, well, do you have any blueberries? And I'll have that for my dessert. And I had a man come over to my table, and he says, I don't know what you're doing, but your eating habits are amazing. I see you're barely eating this. You're eating your salads and vegetables first, and then you have blueberries for dessert. Kudos to you. And I thought, wow, if I can help one other person that may have high sugar levels or something that they're dealing with, or just need to stay away from processed foods, then so be it. I'll do it. But honey, I tell you, I'm staying away from trying to make desserts. That's just not in the cards for me. I wanted to kind of go into more depth with this, and I'm going to do a series of videos. I've done one, I believe. I'm going to do a couple more, just giving more detail about how my life has changed since this. I had to go to a black tie event last night, and I went into my closet. We haven't had a black tie this year yet, so it's the beginning of the season, and everybody's doing a black tie somewhere. And I learned a long time ago, I'm not going to really wear long dresses to black ties unless I'm sure it's a formal black tie event. I went to one event a couple of years ago, and I was the only, in a long dress. I was pissed because I said, now I have to clean this, and I didn't even have to wear it. These people here aren't in black tie. What is black tie here? So anyways, I learned, no, have a nice, beautiful cocktail dress on. So that being said, I tried about 10 dresses on, and 8 out of 10, no lie, were too big for me. And I was like, wow, I am a solid 4. And I could even be bordering a 2, but I'm definitely a 4. And some of these dresses were between a 6, well, actually an 8 and a 10, because I gained that much weight. So I'm focused on staying healthy, staying focused, and this is a lifestyle change for me. I'm going to have to take those dresses and have them altered because I got a lot of them. I've had them for a while, but I got enough to where I could actually, have the dresses I needed, do what I have to do, and not worry about buying new dresses every time an event came up. And I kid you not, I used to buy most of my formal dresses from Loehmann's. When I lived in LA, I lived in New York, Loehmann's was the first place I went to because they had very nice formal dresses at a reasonable price. Well, guess what? Loehmann's closed, and along with a lot of other ones. Some of the dresses, if I wanted a more bodycon dress, I would go to BB's. I like BB's. They fit my style. I put on something, it fits me perfectly. So all that being said, I'm not trying to go out and spend thousands of dollars on new dresses. I don't even have the closet space. I'm running out of space. So I want to be able to have the dresses that I have that I love, that I really like. I'm going to have my alterations person alter them a little bit, back down to a 4, and call it a day. So thank you for watching, and I'll keep you posted on this journey of my new life of eating. And I feel better. I feel really good. And one other thing I wanted to mention, I've started this challenge with my older sister Michelle, and we decided we're going to get up at 4 a.m. between 4 and 4:30, get our day started, and just make things happen. So I'm in the make things happen mode, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. And as I said in my last video, I think I'm looking to do Google Plus, but I just got to figure out what the hell Google Plus is all about, because I don't really know, and I don't really know if I need another one. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, I hope. Bye.